Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Nate Anime, and welcome back to my channel. So, as I kind of promised, I said I'm gonna come back and kind of look at some more like Grand Theft Auto 6 stuff. Mostly just to see what type of cars and stuff are in here. Believe it or not, and I don't know how I didn't know this. But after I shot that reaction trailer, I didn't know that there was actually a website to actually look at videos and screenshots and stuff. If I knew that, I probably would have included that in the reaction trailer video, but I didn't because I didn't know this was going on. And even at the time, apparently the website was crashing anyway. Like, I guess too many people were trying to access the site, which, I mean, if you saw the numbers that the trailer did, I can imagine how many people were trying to get onto this website just to look at all the screenshots and stuff. So some pretty cool stuff going on there. But yeah, I did actually download all of these screenshots, these little videos stuff. They're all like little small, like 1 second clip videos, but they're actually pretty cool and actually give out some pretty interesting information. But yeah, we're gonna look at some of these, especially the little videos down here and the screenshots too. So yeah, let's jump into that right now. And before we start looking through some of these screenshots, just letting you guys know, I am only going to be showing screenshots that pertain to my channel. So what does that mean? Mostly going to be looking for cars, lots and lots of cars, see if there's any interesting vehicles to point out, and also maybe even some Princess Robot bubblegum. I really don't know. Obviously, I don't think there's really any screenshots of a vehicle sporting a Princess Robot bubblegum car livery. So I'm just let you guys know that right now. Maybe when the game comes out and we start customizing cars, that might be a thing. But for right now, though, with the screenshots they're showing, we're just basically being shown what the game will look like. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. As long as I can find some good cars, though. But if there are some screenshots that I do find interesting, I will point them out, even if they aren't car related. But yeah, speaking of cars, we do have some cars here, but let's start off with all these bikes. So one thing I did notice, though, this is a brand new biker gang. Now, we are in the county of Ambriso. I have no idea what this county is based off of, because I do live in Florida, and this area does look very Florida-ish. But yeah, I'm not familiar with this area. On top of that, there are mountains and hills, which is just not natural in Florida. So I don't know. There's a lot of Frankenstein places around the southeast that Rockstar seems to be just putting together and calling it Florida, or GTA's version of Florida. But yeah, we're starting off with the biker gang final chapter in Briaso location. And there's just a lot of bikes here. I don't know any of these bikes. I do know for a fact that most of these are new. Like, this one's new, this one's new, and this one's new. Honestly, I really can't tell if any of them are old. Although I can say I think this one might be a zombie bobber due to the two lights in the back. This bike with the back kind of looks like a bike from GTA 4. I think it starts with an L. I cannot remember. But one thing this shot does show off, though, the license plates in this game. Now, if you are a Florida local, you know when driving a car, we have a really, really big selection of license plates. Well, it seems that Rockstar has noticed that and has decided to include that in GTA 6. So yeah, we got the normal Florida license plate, obviously called Leonetta. But yeah, just crazy amounts of various license plates here. Oh, wow, flamingo, really nice. But yeah, I've never seen that orange one. I don't know what that means, but I have seen it though. But yeah, just lots of variations of license plates for sure. Now, we do have a Dodge Ram, also known in the GTA universe as the Brioso, and this might be a more upper trimmed version of the Brioso, and I only say that because I see the studs on the wheels right there, which means this truck can probably haul a much heavier load. And so I can only assume, even though I really can't see it, this truck is probably sporting at least 6 wheels, which means 2 wheels in the front and then 2 wheels in the back on one side and 2 wheels on the right side. So this might be a different trim of vehicle, same design but just different trim. I hope that we have different trims of vehicles in this game. And then we have over here the Impala. Looks pretty cool. I think that's the Impala. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. And then we do have a Vapid just panel van over here that's coming back. And then this white car, I don't know what this white car is, but if you are familiar with the GTA 6 leaks, there is a video shot of this car. Well, not looking like this, but looking a little bit disabled in the corner somewhere. I have seen this car before, so this is definitely a car from the GTA leaks, and I really can't see what this car is, but I want to say it's an Impante Ruiner, and I only want to say that because of the lights that go all the way out here. So who knows, but maybe it might be, it might not be. And then we got this truck. Yes, we're going all the way in. This looks to be a sort of a mini semi truck. Now I can't really remember the vehicle. I'll put the picture up on the screen because we do have something similar like this in GTA Online, where it's kind of like a smaller truck or rig or something, but it's not a full big rig. That's what this kind of looks like, only because it has the rear view mirrors on the side right here. It does look like there's nothing being pulled back here, so maybe this might be one of those like smaller rigs that are like the size of like a normal pickup that can actually pull 18-wheeler trailer, but we really don't know quite yet. But it does look interesting though. It does look very interesting. And then one more thing I do want to point out here is actually what looks to be a Albany Primo, definitely coming back to the game for sure. All right, so we do have another shot of Ambroso again. I do want to kind of look at some more of the cars here. First of all, nice shot of Ambroso, by the way. So I tried looking at some of these cars over here. I really can't make out any of these vehicles, although I do want to say this one actually might be, again, a Ram truck, only because of the way the lights are. But again, there's really no way you can tell what any of these vehicles are. I can tell though this one is actually a truck, but there's really nothing worth looking at over here. But over here though, we do have a pickup truck pulling a boat, which we did see that in the trailer. It was pulling, I believe, a jet ski in the trailer, so we already know that this is kind of confirmed. And on top of that, we had this in GTA 5, so yeah, nothing really new here. We do have another pickup truck pulling a trailer, so again, nothing new. However, we do have something very new. This is an RV that looks like it is pulling a trailer. So this RV, I believe, is in GTA 5. I don't know the name of it. Again, I'm very rusty with these type of vehicle names. It's been a while since I played GTA, so yeah, I do apologize. But yeah, this vehicle I do know for a fact is from GTA 5. It is an RV, and it does appear that we are able to pull a trailer with this vehicle in GTA 6. And not only that, there's even an SUV over here with a trailer that looks like you can use an SUV to pull it too. So we might actually get some type of customization that allows you to bring any car into the customization area and possibly give it the ability to pull a trailer. So that could be very interesting. And then we just have a red box truck, again used what you call a asset brought over from GTA 5 in GTA 6. So yeah, that is pretty interesting. And for boat people, there is a boat right here. I don't know what that boat is, but it is there. All right, so as you can see in this next screenshot, we have a lot of things going on here, but we're not here to look at those things. No, we're here to look at the car interior. So yeah, we're gonna look at this right here. So the interior in the car is very detailed. This is really the first time we've actually been able to see inside the interior for GTA 6. We did get that little shot in the trailer, but we didn't really get to see what was going on in the interior, so now we kind of do get to see. And this is a very detailed interior, and believe it or not, this is actually, or at least I speculate, this could be a Vapid Dominator. The only reason I say that because this interior is nearly identical to a Mustang's interior, at least the newest Mustang right now that is out. The interior is practically the same in this shot right here. So really crazy how far Rockstar is going to mimic the real life versions of these cars. It's kind of crazy. As you can see right here, we got something going on here with the radio. It's not just, showing us a radio station and stuff like that. It's actually showing us like a smart radio now. It's been nearly 10 years since, GTA 5, and in GTA 5 we had cars with like CD players and stuff like that. Well, here we have car radios with smart screens. So I'm assuming from the way it looks, we might actually be able to be a little bit more interactive with the interior when it comes to this. So who knows? But one thing I am noticing, and unfortunately, can I make this brighter? Am I able to make this brighter? Let's see here. I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you guys. I don't really see anything that would make this brighter, unfortunately. But as you can see right here, you can kind of see that this guy who's driving the car, whoever it is actually pushing down the brake pedal in this vehicle. That is some crazy detail. Holy crap. So it seems like Rockstar has really gone out with this game, and they've even included working interiors in cars. So that's why I say we might be able to do, crazy things with this smart screen over here. But yeah, it really is just kind of crazy, the level of detail in this game. Now moving on, we do have Grass River. Again, I don't know what this place is based off of. It's kind of sucks, but I guess when we get into the game, I'll probably start driving around like, oh yeah, I've been there before, because again, I live in Florida, so this is nothing new to me. But yeah, we do have some stuff going on here. Got like a little bay over here, kind of cool. Got a boat right here. Again, got some people fishing. That is nice to see. We do have a vehicle over here. This does look to be another bison again. It looks like some type of like community vehicle or something like that, I assume. Again, got some more boats here just parked up. We do have some cars here. I do believe this vehicle right here is a Ubamach Xeon, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what it kind of looks like. We do have the Class A Granger over here, the older model, by the way, from GTA 5, so that's cool to see. We do have a Baller over here. Kind of cool. Looks like we have a Vapid panel van again. Pretty nice. I can't really tell what these vehicles are, unfortunately. This does look like a pickup truck. So, and it looks like a mini pickup truck, to be honest, which I'm kind of happy to see. It's been a while since I've seen like a mini truck in GTA. Again, with the Bison, a lot of dodges in this game. I don't know if, like Dodge Ram is like a truck for Florida, but I guess I do see a couple of them on the road, so it is kind of cool to see. Speaking of pickup trucks, we do have what seems to be a returning vehicle from GTA 5, which would be the Karen Rebel, but the clean version of the Karen Rebel, so that's pretty cool to see. And then we have another car over here. I can't tell what that is. In all honesty, even though I know it's not, it kind of looks like a Mazda 8 or RX-8. I know it's not, though, for sure, but very interesting vehicle. Some of these vehicles right here are a little bit unnoticeable. I can't really tell, unfortunately. This one kind of looks like a Codcat. Not sure, but it kind of looks like a Codcat. I don't see. Ooh, what is this? This is a Vapid Sand King. I can tell by the headlights, and it's lowered. That's cool. So we're going to be getting a lowered Vapid Sand King. That is crazy. I've always wanted that. I like the Sand King, but I've always wondered how it would look lowered, and I guess this is how exactly it would look. That's kind of cool. And then the RV from the last couple of screenshots, again, this is returning from GTA 5, and then we have the Ubermacht Xeon again. Hey, they anime from the future, so a little nothing burger, but I do want to respeculate this vehicle though. I do believe it's actually the Karen Estrope GZ. Personally, it kind of looks like it, especially the shape of it. I don't know. What do you think? I'm gonna move on, but I just wanted to respeculate that because I'm starting to look at that vehicle. I'm like, it doesn't look like a Ubermacht Sentinel Classic. As I showed it, there is one over here, so if there's one spawning here, that one that I pointed out is probably real for sure. We do have a dubster over here, a benefactor but dubster, so kind of cool. And then over here we do have a Dinka Segoy, so possibly we might be able to put an Itasha livery on that again. And then we have a Bravado minivan or panel van over here, some more Dinka or dubsters over here, and over here it does look like this could be the Maibatsu Penumbra FF. Again, if this is possibly another chance of getting a Itasha livery on a vehicle. And then over here looks like a slam van. It's a lowered old school truck, it seems. Kind of looks pretty cool. Again, some more dubsters. We do have a Bravado Dorado. Pretty cool. But yeah, that's all the cars I can see. Oh, wait. We actually might have some more here. I'm seeing an old school truck. Don't know what it is though. I can't really see any of these vehicles over here. And these vehicles are kind of unable to see, unfortunately. But this one right here, I do believe does look like a Jeep. So that could be really cool to see. All right, so here we have another screenshot from Grass Rivers. Again, we have an airboat, pretty cool to see. And then we have a PD helicopter flying above us. Looks like it's actually a reused asset from GTA 5, it seems. So that's pretty interesting. And what's even more interesting is we do have police SUVs chasing us. And it looks like we have we're finally getting some Ford Explorer type SUVs chasing us as police cars, so that is pretty cool. And we're also being shown a Bravado Bison, and this is the OG Bravado Bison from GTA 5, pulling a trailer of alligators. I don't know if they're dead or not, but we are pulling that through the grasslands, it seems. And yeah, that's actually pretty cool. And then on top of that, one thing I am noticing, these trucks, they're actually chasing us through the Everglades. So I guess no more of GTA 5 cops, sticking to a certain path. You drive off-road, they drive off-road. They are coming to get you. And it does seem to be apparently so in this screenshot, which I'm all for it, honestly. I like when Rockstar is able to implement a system that allows the cops to actually chase us on more places than just, the regular road or even certain off-roading areas, So that is kind of cool to see. All right, next up, we do have the Leonida Keys, or Leonida Keys, I should be saying. Right here, nice picture of the keys right here. We do have a Dodo seaplane right here. We got a boat out there, probably smuggling in drugs, and as well as this plane too. We got two jet skis down there, so we got NPCs living their life. A boat right down here. We got a little campsite with what looks to be an ATV. I don't know what this ATV is, but looks like something similar to the Lifeguard ATV that we've seen before. I want to say this truck is kind of like a Bobcat, but I am kind of seeing a 4-door-ish pattern here, so could be something else. And this truck is actually pulling a little trailer, which probably could be the same trailer that pulled in these jet skis or even this boat. As we can even see in the trailer, NPCs are pulling trailers with their vehicles, so that is kind of cool. And again, like we saw in the last couple of shots, just about almost any vehicle now could possibly pull a trailer, so that's kind of cool to see. This is obviously a Canis Mesa here, as well as a Vapid Speedo, it seems. I can't 100% tell, but I know for a fact it is a van. Really can't tell what the rest of these vehicles are. Obviously, this is a truck pulling a gas tanker trailer, so that is cool. Looks kind of like a Phantom again. pretty cool. A bright green car. Don't know what that is, but looks cool. And this right here does have me think that this actually might be a Vapid Rancher from GTA 4, the two-door Vapid Rancher that we used to have in GTA 4 and even in the previous GTAs. This does seem to be coming back to the Grand Theft Auto series, so it is kind of cool to see. But again, I really can't tell. It could be something else, honestly, but who knows? Who knows? And as for the rest of the cars, can't tell what the rest of these cars are, which kind of sucks. But we do have the bridge that connects, all the islands of Leonida Keys together. And then we got this little bridge right here. So if you do not know or do not live in Florida, you actually know, I do believe this bridge was actually an old train bridge that was taken out by a hurricane a couple of decades ago. And it's been like this ever since. Obviously, there's no train in the Keys anymore. But this bridge has just been left here. I can only speculate, especially since this is GTA. This is gonna be some little stunt jump area right here, so this could be really cool. Probably would be used in a race or something to jump over the lake and stuff like that. So okay, so some more pictures of Leonida Keys here. We do have an iguana just roaming around. Pretty cool. We did see that in the trailer, by the way, so that is kind of cool to see. And this is actually pretty awesome. So just like in GTA 5 with the lawnmowers and even the golf carts, this might be the lawnmower of GTA 6. This little like disabled cart here. If we are able to ride this will be so freaking awesome. Holy crap. We need to get our hands on this. This is awesome. But anyways, moving on. This is a tourist district, so there is like a tourist style bus, which is a bus coming back from GTA 5, so it is cool to see. I think this was like a tour bus, and in some cases a airport shuttle in certain cases. Do got the gift shop over here, pretty cool. I want to say this is like a the Class A Impala, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, the nose kind of says it is, but these wheels are very, very different. I don't know. So for all I know, this could be a completely different car, especially since I can't see the back of this vehicle. We do have the Class A Walton, which was in GTA 5, so it is returning for GTA 6. Kind of cool. We do have one of these. We don't have a name for it. Probably a benefactor for sure, but it's one of those Mercedes shuttle buses. So I guess truly this is a tourist area. I mean, we got shuttle buses and we got like a shuttle van over here. So this is definitely going to be a tourist spot right here. We got a couple taking a picture together. Pretty cool to see. We got a dog, a bicycle, pretty cool. And we do have this truck right here. I don't remember the name of this vehicle, but this vehicle is in GTA 5, was included as a DLC vehicle. It does seem to be returning to GTA 6, so that is cool to see. And then this monument right here. Now, I've never been to the Florida Keys. Despite me living in Florida for all these years, I've actually never been to the Keys. I've even been to Miami, but never been to the Keys. This is a actual like real monument right here. So this is pretty cool. Obviously, it's parodying the actual monument. I forget what the actual monument of this is, but this is supposed to be like a parody of what the actual monument is supposed to be. This looks like a big giant whale or killer whale or something. So that's pretty cool to see. Then you got two guys sitting up on top. Pretty nice. And then we got this shot right here with all of these NPCs just hanging out. Now, one thing I did point out, I think not just in the trailer video, but I think even in the first trailer video, I like that, we got all these characters, just hanging out and everything, but it'd be nice to see this in like actual game world. Like, I know it's like, for like promotional reasons and stuff like that, why we have all these NPCs just hanging out so closely together. Because I mean, it was even like that in the first trailer and even like that in the second trailer. But are we actually going to see this in game? Because GTA 5 did this with their trailers too, where they had a whole bunch of people just hanging out and doing whatever all over the world. And you thought this was like, in the free roam world. apparently it wasn't. And the only thing you see the characters doing, or even just the NPCs doing, is just walking around maybe and pretending to live in certain areas. Like, I know they park into a house and stuff like that, and like pretend or act like they're actually living in Los Santos. But for the most part, that's all they ever did, just parking driveways and take pictures of your car. That's about it, really. They weren't really doing much else. But yeah, this does actually look pretty cool. We got a girl sitting here laying out on this big boat, or I guess you can call it a yacht. I don't even know. This thing is huge. I mean, you got like 3 people on here, plus this person sleeping on it. Pretty cool. Oh, you got this flamingo here. I did see this in the trailer. It makes me wonder if we'll actually be able to sit in this flamingo ourselves. Kind of interesting. We got 2 boats here, the Lore Predator. Okay, 2 boats, actually the same boat. Actually, this one actually just has a different motor from this one. This one has a Dinka motor, this one has a Nagasaki motor. It makes me wonder if we'll actually be doing some crazy customization with boats now, because I mean, these are 2 completely different engines. I wonder if the Dinka is faster than the Nagasaki, who knows. But yeah, also that proves that we might have some type of crazy customization for boats. This one does have a cover, this one does not. Again, same exact boat. So that is pretty interesting to see. And then also just look at the graphics, they're absolutely amazing. So yeah, hopefully this is not just for show and we actually see some type of event like this with all the characters actually just hanging out in the Keys or just anywhere in Grand Theft Auto, obviously. And then there's the bridge. I think we already saw it again from this angle over there. I think it was yeah, from right here. So I'm going to assume this is where they were all hanging out, which was right around here, which is what we're seeing. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, again, got the bridge going over the Leonia Keys. Pretty awesome, pretty cool. All right, next up we do have Mount Caliga National Park. Now, we do have parks in Florida, but not like mountainous parks. Apparently this is going to be like a park with a whole bunch of mountains and stuff like that. So it has been speculated that this is going to be a completely different state. Glorina, I think it's called on in possibly, because it has been seen on the license plates on certain cars. So we might actually not just be getting Leonida, we might actually be getting 2 states, so it's actually kind of cool to see that, and this might be part of that state. But again, a little mountainous state, pretty cool. Starting off though, we do have obviously dirt bikes are coming back. I mean, we got some bikes here shredding up the dirt here. We got like a Sanchez, a Manchaz over here, another Sanchez, a ATV. Does not look familiar. It looks like a brand new ATV or quad bike. So that is pretty cool to see. I do see what looks to be a raccoon, but it's a little bit on the orange side, so I don't know what that is exactly. But just sitting out here tearing up the dirt in this little like industrial facility over here. Probably going to be some part of some dirt racing or something like that. Okay, moving on, we do have a helicopter. News helicopters are coming back, which is kind of cool to see. Didn't really have that in GTA 5, which was kind of upsetting considering we had like news choppers in San Andreas all the time, but we did not have that in GTA 5. So it is cool to see that this is coming back to GTA 6. But yeah, this is basically going to be a Weasel News chopper, which if you know, Weasel News is supposed to be like a parody of like Fox News. So yeah, that's why it says reporting the right news. So there's a little joke there. But yeah, some more mountainous areas. Again, this is Mount Caliga. So again, this is probably going to be somewhere in Georgia for sure. Okay, so again, just some more hints that this might actually be a different state. This is some more of Mount Caliga. Again, we got some mountains right here. We got like a train bridge over here, pretty cool. We got some bikers down here, so I'm assuming, and they're all choppers too. Yeah, they're all chopper bikes, so that could be pretty interesting. We got a baller down here, pretty cool. We got this truck pulling these big just equipment, just crazy. And then got some more cars down here. I can't make them out. I can't make these vehicles out. It sucks. So yeah, not too much going on here. Ooh, what's this? Can I point this car out? Ooh, this looks to be possibly a police car. Maybe this looks like a Ford Taurus, almost like the one we saw in the trailer. So that could be possibly either like a civilian vehicle or maybe a probably like an undercover vehicle, because again, we do got the bikers driving through here, so they might actually be running away from the cops. In fact, this might not actually be a baller. This actually might be the Ford Explorer-ish vehicle that we've seen in a couple of screenshots. So yeah, I don't know. This kind of looks like they're being chased like by the cops right now. Pretty interesting and pretty cool. And then we do have this pickup truck. Don't know what that is for sure, but yeah, nice visuals and graphics of the mountains in Mount Calaga. Okay, so this is actually pretty interesting. Again, though, we do have a train up here. We already saw that train bridge before, so it just confirms that we are getting trains in GTA 6. We do have a flood gauge, which is pretty interesting. It makes me wonder if if storms get like really bad, will we actually experience the flood gauge actually going up more than like 3 or 4 or something like that. That'd be kind of cool to see. But something that is also very interesting is this guy actually paddling a boat. That's actually very interesting. I hope we get to actually try that out. I think it's the first time we've actually had a boat where we just like self-propel ourselves across the water instead of just going onto a jet ski or just a regular motor powered boat or something. So that's actually pretty cool to see. All right, so next up we do have some pictures from Port Gellhorn. For the longest time, it was speculated that this was supposed to be like Tampa or something. The more and more I look at it, it doesn't really look like Tampa. I mean, Tampa does look kind of rough, but this does not look like Tampa at all. In fact, it's being speculated as somewhere up in the panhandle of Florida, so that could be a little bit interesting, which if we start going for the screenshots, it starts making sense because the panhandle is very close to Alabama, and for the most part, the panhandle of Florida is basically just a second part of Alabama, to be quite honest. But yeah, starting with the Starlit Motel, which if you kept up with the leaks from GTA 6 that came out around 2022, you actually be a little bit familiar with this area, right around this little pool area right here. I don't know exactly who the characters were, but there was one character rambling on about how the government's watching us and Jay Norris, this, that, and the other. Well, this is that spot right there. I remember that. Unfortunately, I can't show the leaks, unfortunately, the kind of reference, so it kind of sucks, but I'm pretty sure you can go and search those up for yourself. They are pretty easy to search up. But yeah, this is that area. This is that motel, so that is kind of cool to see what it looked like in the leaked shots, and to now see it in a much higher quality definition is pretty cool. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at the car here, and we do have another Jeep. Now, I don't know what this Jeep is, but it is pretty interesting, and I do notice it's kind of squatted. A squatted Jeep, so who knows, this might just be a another sign of the type of customizations we're able to do with vehicles in Grand Theft Auto 6, so that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, it is kind of a really cool Jeep. Again, though, more Jeeps in Grand Theft Auto. Then we just have some people just hanging out. Got a lady of the night, I can only assume, trying to get some money here. We got a old woman taking a picture of a cat, and this chick's just hanging out over here. We do have a dude over here. He's just chilling on his phone. Don't know what he's doing exactly. And then we got another dude over here, or I think maybe a girl, just hanging out at the pool at the motel. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. It makes me wonder if we're actually going to be like sitting here for a while at the Starlit Motel for a bit. All right, so we have some more pictures of Port Gellhorn here, and it's very clear that this is going to be a much rougher part of the map. Again, like I said, this does seem to be part of the panhandle of Florida, or representing the panhandle of Florida. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Here we got people actually pushing baskets full of garbage around the place with homeless people. Pretty crazy. We do have a strip club here with Girls of the Night. We do have what looks to be a brand new vehicle. So from the looks of it, it does look to be based off of an Infinity, which is pretty strange. They put a Karen logo on here because there is actually an Infinity type of logo or type of brand in the Grand Theft Auto series, at least in GTA 5. But it does seem that this could be some type of new vehicle, like a new Karen vehicle. It does look like a G35 or maybe a G or a Q something. I don't know Infinities that well. But this is definitely some type of Infinity-ish looking vehicle that they just slapped a Karen logo on, which is, again, kind of strange considering there is an Infinity type of logo or brand in the game. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe we might get a two-door. Who knows? We do have an Imponte Phoenix returning from GTA 5. Pretty cool. We got this thing right here. A big boy here with like big chunky wheels. That's kind of crazy to see. Again, customization in cars is going to be crazy. We do have a Walton over here. Again, we already saw that in one screenshot. We do have what seems to be, I want to say like the Class A. It doesn't look like a Vapid speeder. It does not. It looks like a very different van. But we don't know for sure. So this vehicle right here, this actually looks to be like an older Ford Explorer, which I actually do remember seeing this vehicle from the leaks. Can't 100% confirm it for sure, but I do remember seeing this vehicle from the leaks, and if I remember from the leaks, it does have like a Vapid logo on it, so it could be a older, like early 2000s to late 1990s Explorer. And then down here, we do have an Albany Emperor. So this is definitely coming back. We've already seen this in a couple of screenshots, so kind of already confirmed that this was actually kind of coming back here. What else we got here? We do have some people just hanging out. Again, got some more rednecks, I guess you can call them, just hanging out, which again, I guess this is why people are assuming that this is actually the Panhandle of Florida. The Panhandle of Florida is really where all the rednecks are. Sure, there are some rednecks spread out throughout Florida, but really, they're really mostly all in the Panhandle, which is not too far away from Alabama, so it all makes sense here. But yeah, just got some people hanging out here. Again, we got that Vapid vehicle. I think this might actually be that vehicle I was just talking about. That might actually be a older version of the Ford Explorer in a way, because again, this does look very familiar to the leaks. We do have a vehicle back here. It looks kind of like a Bobcat. I'm not 100% sure, but it definitely looks like a Bobcat though. But yeah, pretty cool screenshot here. We got some people just hanging out, and something about to happen right here. I wonder what. Alright, so finally, looking at some screenshots of Vice City, we're being greeted with the Vice City sign, which is pretty interesting. So this is not an actual landmark at all. Like, if you go to this location near the airport, you will not actually see this sign here at all. This sign is actually kind of a little bit of a nod to, I think, the Bad Boys 2 movie, as well as Transporter 2. This sign was a thing in those movies, but it doesn't actually exist in real life. So they basically built those signs, I guess, just to be like some type of like, I don't know, like some type of like background scene or something to make it look like, you know, you're coming to, you know, Miami, or I guess in this case Vice City. But those signs don't actually exist in real life, only in the movies, and I guess, well, also in GTA 6 too. So that is kind of cool to see. Nice graphics, by the way. We got what looks to be a brand new private jet coming in. Pretty nice. Has like a 76 on the back of the wing. Pretty interesting. I wonder if that means anything, but yeah. You can go to this location, but this sign will not be here. The only place you can see this sign is in GTA 6 when it comes out, and on the Bad Boys 2 and Transporter 2 movies, and probably some other movies that reference Miami as well. All right, so we got a lot of stuff to unpack in this scene right here. First of all, the amount of pedestrian density is quite insane here. First of all, it does seem like we're able to play basketball again for the first time in a very, very, very long time. So that's cool to see here. We do got some NPCs just hanging out. We do have some cars here. We finally have some cars here. Oh my gosh. Yo, is that... Yo, wait, hold up a second. Is this this is Franklin's Buffalo? Yeah, this is Franklin's Buffalo. This has to be. Then again, it does seem to be a two-door vehicle. I'm only calling it Franklin's Buffalo because of this little black trim right here. But I don't know. I could be wrong. It does look like a Cognoscetti, like a two-door Cognoscetti that you barely saw in GTA 5, or the two-door version. We do have what seems to be a Banshee, white Banshee back here, maybe. And again, this vehicle right here is that Ford Explorer I keep talking about. It does seem to be a thing in the game. We do seem to have a Impala here, so that's pretty cool. We do have a Carbonizer, if that is what I think it is. Yeah, it does look like a Carbonizer. Banshee over here. This looks like a Tulip for sure. City Bus, obviously. I do not remember the in-game name of this vehicle. It is a Garati, so it is a Ferrari. I think it's like a F40 or something. I don't remember the in-game name of this. But we do have a Pfister Comet here, looking pretty cool. But yeah, there's a lot of cars here to kind of look at. I can't really tell what this vehicle is, unfortunately. We do have a Dinka Sugoi, so fingers crossed we might actually get some Itasha vehicles on here. And then next thing that's I guess kind of a little bit exciting for you guys is a Dinka Sugoi, which in GTA 5 does have an anime / Itasha livery on it. So who knows? Fingers crossed we might actually get those same exact designs on these vehicles again, which I do feel they might be a little bit different, and I think I'm going to cover that in a different video. We do have what looks to be an updated version of the Baller, pretty cool. We got some rideshare bicycles. That's pretty interesting. I wonder if we'll actually be able to utilize that, or that's just a, I don't know, like a background thing or something like that. We do have a Corvette here, pretty cool. The brand new one, by the way, the C8 Corvette. Okay, we do have what looks to be a crime going down here, or at least a police chase coming to an end here. We got one guy running. We got this guy on his hands and on his knees with his hands up. We do have what looks to be like a police truck here. Looks like a Dodge Ram, pretty cool. And again, the newer Explorer vehicles, pretty awesome. And we do have a Sultan RS looking Sultan, actually, with some pretty interesting customizations. I don't know. I want to say it might be an updated Sultan RS. Like, it kind of gives off that same exact look as the newest like the 2015 Subaru in a way. But this is pretty interesting, and we get the rally wing on the normal sedan. This is a 4-door. This is not the 2-door Sultan RS, which makes me wonder if we will get the 2-door in this game, which I'm pretty sure we will. I don't see why we wouldn't. But yeah, it looks like the 4-door Sultan has some better customizations. Hopefully it gets the same engine sound as the Sultan RS as well. And then we do have like a little Ford Transit van here, probably a Vapid something or another, whatever it's going to be called. But yeah, there's a lot of things to unpack here. Then we got the hotel. Let me see, can we see any vehicles out here? No, I cannot see any vehicles out here. That sucks, but I mean, hey, a nice view. Ooh. Okay, wait, I do see one more thing. Here. Yep, the Swift helicopter is returning to GTA 6, so that's cool to see. But I think that's about it, at least all I can spot in this picture right here. But yeah, a lot of things going on over here. So maybe, who knows, we'll actually see these events going down in game where people are actually running away from the cops, and instead of just, stopping the car or getting to a dead end and just getting out and start shooting each other, maybe, they might actually decide to give up, and the cops might actually decide to arrest you instead of just going out and just shooting you like they did in GTA 5. So hopefully we get something like that. Okay, out in the beach, not too many vehicles out here, but we do have a nice little beach shot though. We do have this ATV vehicle. We did get it in GTA 5 as a DLC, as a like a normal vehicle, but this one's obviously been kitted out to be a lifeguard ATV in GTA 6, so pretty cool. All the characters in here just doing their own thing. We got a dude just throwing a football, kind of crazy. We got an old husband and wife just walking on the beach, and the husband is checking out some sandy cheeks there. We got a dude just doing some metal detecting on the beach. He is sunburned to death. Holy crap. We got a dude here walking, possibly his girlfriend or wife. We got a lifeguard up here looking for stuff, which is pretty cool. And we just got all these NPCs just hanging out. I like that. Again, if we don't see this in GTA 6, though, I'm gonna be like really disappointed, because again, like, I've seen this in GTA 5 with trailers and screenshots. Like, I would like to see this, actually be a thing inside GTA 6 for once. Oh, also, oh wow, okay, yeah, so the sandy cheeks, I guess that makes sense. But the characters or the NPCs here, they're actually getting some type of dirt on their feet, and it's actually staying on their feet. Cool. And then we do have another screenshot, pretty interesting actually, and I'm not even talking about the girls sitting on the car either. This is the Buffalo GTX, kitted out to be a police car, which we've already seen in the first like trailer and some screenshots. So we do already know that this was coming as a police vehicle. Look at the condensation on the vehicle. This is actually pretty cool. Like, this is some kind of similar to, I would say, like almost Need for Speed 2015 type, like dripping off, like, the car, like condensation just dripping off of the car and stuff like that. But that's what that kind of reminds me of. It really does kind of remind me of like Need for Speed Heat or Need for Speed 2015, like just like the night palette just looks absolutely amazing. We do have a Imponte Phoenix over here, and while I can't see it, I want to say that's a Ferrari, maybe some type of Ferrari, or maybe an old school Infernus. It seems. I don't know. I can't really tell. And then again, we got the girls just sitting on here, doing wild shit. You got the cop telling this chick to get off the car. We got this one here, posting, for the gram. Which speaking of social medias, we do have some social media stuff on here as well, which again, I do feel from the way the trailer shows, we might actually be doing a lot of social media stuff on here. We do have a taxi, first taxi I've seen so far. This is like I want to say like a Dodge Caravan or Chrysler-ish taxi that's going to be driving us around, it seems. I wonder. But that looks kind of cool. All right, so we have a shot of downtown Vice City. This does look like the shot from the first trailer where Lucia was in the golden dress, driving down this highway right here, just hanging out of the car, the convertible car actually. So yeah, this is pretty interesting right here. We do have the Sahara Arena, which will be hosting, what is that, the Narcus, the Vice City Narcs, which is kind of similar to or a parody of the Miami Dolphins, I believe, or the Miami Heat, my bad. But yeah, this, I'm not really a sports guy. But yeah, the Miami Heat, I believe. This is supposed to be that parody of that. We got lots of cars on the highway. Holy crap, holy density. Oh my gosh. And this is going to be running on a PS5 too. It's kind of crazy. I can't make out any of these cars, unfortunately. It does suck. The lighting and the darkness kind of just kills it all. But I can tell right here, this is a new, what is this? A new Pegassi. Or a new But I can tell down here this is actually like a new kind of Lamborghini Pagani type of vehicle. Don't know exactly what it could be, but I can only tell by its shape. Really can't tell what the rest of these vehicles are, unfortunately. I really can't. This one does look familiar. It looks like that Porsche vehicle, that Porsche SUV that we got in a DLC a couple of DLCs ago. This does kind of look like the Class A Stallion. I don't know. I mean, it'd be kind of weird if the Stallion didn't come back, but that's what it looks like. This looks like a Stallion for sure. But yeah, I really can't tell too much of the vehicles and stuff like that, but the quality is pretty good. We got a pickup truck here. Some other cars there. Again, can't make them out. Cannot make these vehicles out at all. Obviously that's a van, that's easy to figure out. But yeah, graphics look pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. I wonder if we'll be able to go inside the stadium and just, hang out or probably do something. It does seem like we're able to play basketball, so maybe we might be playing some basketball. I don't know. I mean, Rockstar is under 2K, and 2K does make basketball games, so who knows? We might be getting some basketball play in here. We do have a Ferris wheel out here, pretty cool, and then we have a cruise ship, which is pretty sick. I wonder if we'll be able to go in this, or maybe, who knows, we might actually for all we know, we might actually be bombing or robbing this thing. Who knows? Got a helicopter up there, got some more bridges and stuff. But yeah, this area looks pretty good. Pretty good indeed. It does look like we do have something going on over here. Got like red, green, and yellow, or blue. Might be a little hangout spot over there. I don't know, there's a lot of hangout spots being shown right here in GTA 6 so far. Vice City Art Center, pretty cool. This does look like to be like a train station almost. Is that a train station? This looks like a platform. This actually looks like a platform down here. I don't think I can actually zoom in too well. But yeah, this looks like a platform. So yeah, that could be like a train station or something. So another picture of Vice City. We got some quads over here popping wheelies. We got some Sanchez's over here popping some wheelies. People just on motorbikes enjoying their time. I forget what this vehicle is. We do have this in GTA 5, I believe. But yeah, it does have some big boy rims or wheels on here. Got a dude hanging out with his dog right here. And also on top of that, talking about big wheels, which I was kind of worried at the first when they showed the trailer and we only saw like crazy customizations with those little pointy things on the wheels. I forget what they're called. I think they're called like swaggers or swingers or something like that. I don't know. It's a Texas thing. It's a Texas thing. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's like it has like metal things that stick outside of the rims and stuff like that, which it was cool to see, but that's a Texas thing. This is not Texas. This is Miami. This is Florida. And this vehicle right here just screams South Florida. I mean, geez, like the big wheels, the donk is just absolutely insane. Sitting on this, the Class A Impala. This is actually pretty cool. And again, we have some more of hints that we might actually be getting another state, Glorina. It's called. It does seem like we might be getting, another state. Either that, or it might just be Rockstar trying to, acknowledge that there are, people with different license plates from different states driving around Vice City and Leonida. So, yeah, I don't know. That might be the case here. I do have another car up here. I don't know what this is, but it kind of reminds me of a Ford Taurus or a Ford Fusion. I don't know, but it doesn't have a Vapid logo on it, so that's pretty interesting. And we do have a Vigoro over here, the Class A Vigoro. That does look pretty cool here, and it's topless, which I think we do have that in GTA 5, so this vehicle will definitely be returning. We got a motorbike over here, pretty sick. I don't know what this is, and it does look like we have a newer version of the Buffalo, like a more accurate version of the Buffalo, it seems, but the older school Buffalo or the older school Dodge Chargers. So possibly the GTA 4 Buffalo probably got some type of update right here, because this does look like the older Buffalo for sure. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And the whole area looks pretty nice. I like it. I like it. I can't wait to explore it. All right, so getting to some more screenshots here. A lot of the character screenshots didn't have anything that I saw that was interesting that could pertain to the channel, so a lot of those got skipped. We're right now looking at some screenshots from Jason Duval right now, and he is sitting on a brand new motorcycle, the Principe Alvino V1. So this is a brand new bike coming into GTA 6. It looks pretty sick. It's a bike we've never had before, so this could be pretty interesting to see. He does happen to be wearing a Vice City t-shirt, so that's actually pretty cool, and again, graphics just look pretty good. Then we have Jason out here again on Ocean Beach with a Coquette just sitting out here on Ocean Drive. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Looking at a screenshot of Lucia Caminos now. Now, I wonder if this is actually the same exact bike that Jason was on, but again, I can't really tell because it's not really showing the name or the lettering or anything like that, so that does kind of suck. But we have Lucia Caminos just sitting here hanging out on a bike right in front of a liquor store. We do have a cat up there, pretty interesting. But yeah, brand new bike and with a Glorina license plate, again referencing possibly Georgia and a new state. So again, that could be really cool to see us getting a brand new state in Grand Theft Auto alongside Leonida. That could be really cool. Okay, so we do have another character screenshot, again showing some stuff that I think that's a little bit interesting. Raul is the character's name. I am not going to pronounce his last name, but Raul is his first name, and he is inside of a car interior. And inside this car interior, we do see that radio setup again. Now, we did see that a couple of screenshots back. It does seem like all the cars seem to have this type of radio screen setting here, so it does kind of point out that we might actually be able to like interact with the screen instead of just, you know, looking at it and seeing, oh, what song it's playing and stuff like that. It might actually have a navigation system. Heck, we might be able to play GTA 6 without a HUD view. Like, we might actually just be walking around as a character, getting into the car, and if we need to go somewhere, we actually have to type it out on the, like, this screen right here and like have it navigate us to where we need to go, you know, like crazy stuff like that. We do have what looks to be, I want to say, a stick shift. I don't know, it kind of looks like an automatic, to be quite honest, but it does show like a gear shifter there. We did see in one of the other screenshots that you can actually or the characters can actually push in like the gas and brake pedal when they're stopped or when they're going. So it does seem that Rockstar is going for that attention to detail. Who knows? But yeah, it is a nice little interior here. Don't know what the car he's sitting in, but I can only imagine it will be a really good one. Then we got Raul again sitting out on a boat. Don't know what this boat is, but just look at the detail. The detail on this boat is insane. And like I just said, if all the characters are going to be interacting with these vehicles more, there's a possibility that we'll actually see possibly our characters actually hitting some of these dials and switches and stuff like that. So that's actually pretty cool. Also pretty cool is the bridge actually goes up in GTA 6. So the bridges aren't just going to be stationary, and the boats aren't just going to be, you know, like boats that are not tall enough to you know, go past these bridges. Like, I guess if you have a tall boat, these bridges will lift up for you so you can pass through, which is kind of cool and a little bit on the realistic side, let's be real. All right, and one more screenshot with the characters with the real dimes. They only had one interesting photo, and obviously I'm looking at the cars, not them. It seems to be a brand new Audi coming to the game, or a new Obey coming to the game. Don't know what it is, but it does look pretty cool. I gotta admit, it looks really cool. I don't think we have this in GTA 5, and it does seem like this might be the car that these two might be driving around in the most, which is pretty cool. Again, though, you can see the level of detail. You got this person right here actually filming what seems to be like the live like video of these two actually dancing, so that's pretty interesting there. Again, you can see a smartphone with the time time actually being shown on there. So it might, for the first time in a long time, we might actually have NPCs who are walking around with phones who are actually interacting with their phones and not just looking at their phones, which in GTA 5 just shows a blank screen. Which I mean, that was kind of cool at the time, but to see, you know, like actual like stuff on their phone is actually kind of cool. But yeah, pretty cool, interesting screenshot. And if you're wondering, this screenshot I think takes place in the middle of that intersection where you saw people doing burnouts or doing a takeover burnout in the first trailer. So that was pretty interesting. All right, so last but not least, we do have some little like 1-second video clips that Rockstar did release alongside those screenshots, just kind of showing off a little bit of the scenarios that you might be going through in GTA 6. And we're starting off with this car. I don't know what this car is, but I do feel like it might be some type of SUV, not too sure here. This is Raul's 1-second clip. I'll play it right now. As you can see, that is literally the 1-second clip, and that's it. Well, a lot of things are going on back here. So yeah, like I said, this vehicle right here is a brand new vehicle with probably a SUV. When we now get a better look at the Vapid Stainer, the brand new Vapid Stainer, that's very close to looking like a real Crown Victoria in real life, which is again crazy that Rockstar is just going, you know, so accurate here. Let's just go a little bit further here. We do see a Dubster back there, so we got a brand new Dubster coming into the game. It looks like it's been redesigned. Also, this is Jason Duval, and this is Lucia right here with Raul. So I do believe it might be that same shot we saw in the trailer where Jason and Lucia were actually robbing a bank. I think they were robbing the bank with this guy for sure. Let's see what we got here. We do have, looks to be the oh god, the PMP 300 maybe. I'm not sure. I can't really zoom in because this is a video, but that does look like a PMP 300. I could be wrong. I could be very, very, very wrong. Again, just another Vapid Stainer police car. Pretty cool. And I can't really tell. That's about it, really. Yeah, that's about it. Although I do think that this right here might actually be a benefactor shafter. Not 100% sure though. Not 100% sure at all. But yeah, that's Raul's picture or video. And then we do have Lucia's 1-second clip, which you really can't see too much of it. First of all, Vice looking good, the graphics looking good. Lucia is looking excellent. Graphics are excellent. This is the El Camino-ish Vapid vehicle that Jason seems to be driving. That's Jason right there. It does seem that we are getting this vehicle. I don't know what this vehicle is called, unfortunately, but it is a pretty interesting vehicle, and I guess we can kind of see it now being like driven. And also we see Lucia like jumping out of like, or not jumping out, but like sticking her head and just, you know, sticking her body out of vehicles a lot in these screenshots and in these trailers. So it does make me wonder, you know, is there going to be like more animation to some of these characters in the game? And the last thing I do want to touch on is this 1-second clip with Jason Duval, which if you have been watching this entire video all the way to the end, thank you. Please comment down below that you have watched the entire video, and leave a like if you like the video. This is a very long video for me, nearly almost an hour long in recording. I don't know, I might end up cutting out a lot of stuff in this video because I don't normally do videos for like an hour long. This is kind of crazy for me. I'm kind of exhausted, so I'm happy this is the last one. But yeah, this is a little video clip of Jason Duval inside of probably a 24/7. I can only assume. I see the like 24/7 colors up there. So as you can see, he's just pulling out a gun and robbing the store. He has a bandana, glasses on, gun pulled out. But yeah, pretty cool. So do you see anything interesting in here? Well, I'm gonna show you something very, very interesting. So you can see, you know, there's a lot of detail and stuff like that. You know, like an ATM over here. You got like what looks to be a giant like big cup or big gulp type of cup over here. You got a slushy machine back here. You got some food items, Pisswasser beer, chips and candies and stuff like that. But something else I do see is something for $5. And it does look to be like a display of DVDs, like cheap $5 DVDs. Now, you can't really see too much from there because it is a video, but thankfully, I did actually take the time to make this into a picture so you can see this a little bit better. And also see Jason's V-Rock shirt on, so confirmed V-Rock is coming back to GTA 6. Which makes me wonder, are we going to get modern rock from V-Rock, or are we going to get that old 1980s and possibly a little bit of 1990s rock music? I don't know. I would like them if they would stay with like older rock music, to be quite honest. But back to the important stuff here. So if we take a good look here at this little display stand here, you will see something that looks very interesting. Do you see it? And yes, if you have guessed correctly, this is a DVD of Princess Robot Bubblegum. Now, on my channel, if you don't know, I do a lot of the Princess Robot Bubblegum Itasha car videos and stuff like that. That's really the only thing I do when it comes to GTA. That's it. Besides that, I am a regular car video game channel that does, you know, mostly Itasha vehicles and stuff like that, anime wrapped vehicles. So, but yeah, Princess Robot Bubblegum confirmed in some type of way to be coming in GTA 6. Now, again, this is just a DVD set in a display case at a 24/7. Does this mean that we're going to be getting Itasha wrapped vehicles? No. Does this mean we're going to be getting a TV show? No. Nothing is confirmed yet until the game comes out. But we do know for a fact that in some type of way, she will be back in GTA 6. So it is cool to see. And again, hopefully, fingers crossed, we do get a brand new TV show and we do get some more Itasha wrapped vehicles. Again, though, I do want to touch on the customization in GTA 6. I think we might be getting these wraps from GTA 5 and GTA 6, but in a completely different way. And I'll explain in that video if I ever do decide to make that video. And I do want to point out, just sitting here on this shelf right here, also is the I Want to Believe Exploder movie series, which with Jack Howitzer. If you are familiar with the older Grand Theft Auto series, this is actually that poster from that movie. Actually here being sold as a DVD too. And then we also have some GTA 5 movies down here as well. I don't remember the name of this one, but if you walk around GTA 5 a little bit, maybe check one of the movie theaters, you'll definitely see this picture of this movie somewhere around there. Heck, we actually might even see Michael's movie somewhere in this DVD set as well. So just think about that. So yeah, anyways though, if you guys have made it all the way to the end of the video, make sure to leave a like. This was definitely a long video for me and probably even for you, but this is a long video for me. I'm probably going to do a lot of editing to probably cut this video down to size, at least as much as I can, because I am literally 5 hours into recording. This is absolutely insanity. I am tired, so I'm probably gonna, oh gosh, it's probably gonna take me a while to actually edit this whole entire video. So hopefully I can try to get it out as soon as possible. But yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed my analysis over certain things that I find interesting that also pertain to my channel, like especially the Princess Robot Bubblegum down there, make sure to leave a like. Yeah, make sure to leave a like. But yeah, that's it. That's all. That's all I want to talk about with all these screenshots in this video. Again, if you like the video, make sure to leave a like. But yeah, hope to see you guys in my next video. And I'm out. I'm tired. I am definitely tired. Holy shit.